All right, thanks a lot for that, Mangalam. Let's quickly get Siddarth Bhamre also into the conversation. Good morning, Siddarth. What's the Nifty trade today?
Good morning, Lata. We maintain our positive bias because liquidity is pouring in. So question is, will this liquidity continue and will market continue to go up? And it looks likely, Lata, because globally all central banks are, in adding up stimulus mode and not just bond buying, but also innovative ways. So I feel this liquidity is going to continue. People are talking about that, this momentum may dry down. They're also talking about that probably we are in overbought zone. Derivatives data is not indicating the same. If you look at what market did after correction in December, second half of December, it took support at 7,500 and it was bouncing back. That time implied volatility of put option was around 13.5%. Today, after such bounce back from lower levels, 700 points plus bounce back, implied volatility of put option is still above 18%. So there is huge scope of implied volatility coming down, and this high implied volatility is suggesting that people are still skeptical that this momentum may somewhere, it may dry down. I believe this momentum should continue at least till 77, 77, 50. Hold on to your Nifty long positions. Position traders, if you're waiting for dip, I don't think so this market is going to show you very significant declines because there's still a lot of left out feeling. So I think the momentum is going to continue. Don't initiate any shorts.
Okay, so let's talk about some of your recommendations, Siddarth. Buy call on Coal India.
Yeah, so this is more to do with what has happened, historically in these kind of stocks, and very recently in NMDC also, when there was this hefty dividend, stocks do come down to their support levels, and then they bounce back again to pre dividend levels. That's what we saw in NMDC as well. I'm expecting same sort of movement to come in Coal India. Coal India has very strong support around this 290 odd zone, and it corrected from 320 plus levels, I guess. So I'm expecting this stock to go back to its pre-dividend level, which is 320, and hence suggesting to go long near the current support levels of 290, 295 with a target of around 321. Fix a small stop loss of 386 and go long over here.
Okay, maybe we want to just go through some of the pre-opening rates now that the shares have started settling down. Banks are still doing okay today, and I guess that's because of the inflation numbers coming in. So the start was always expected to be mildly in the green for the Bank Nifty. We've got most of the, ICICI Bank is continuing the good run, 0.6 higher, Bank of Baroda as well. Coal India, as we were just discussing, also in the green. And what's in the red, Lupin is the big loser. It's about 3.7 down. Siddarth, any other stock specific strategies?
Yeah, so not everything is looking very positive, though most of the heavyweights which we have spoken before in last couple of weeks, Lata, that continue to be buy. But then some of these stocks are showing that they may correct from current levels, and especially some of the portfolio manager favorites like Eicher Motor. This stock in recent past, that is in last 2-3 weeks, has bounced back significantly without any formation of long position. It was mainly covering which was happening, and now we are seeing some traces of formation of short positions over here. And I believe the segment like Hero Motocorp can do better than Eicher Motors in this kind of economic scenario. And I believe that current levels of 19,700, 800 to 20,500 levels will act strong resistance for the counter. Initiate fresh shorts over here with a target of around 18,450, and stop loss should be bit higher at 20,660 odd levels. I'm a bit negative on Eicher Motor and positive on Hero Motocorp, so even a pair trade can be initiated for traders who want to take less of risk.
By the way, it's a status quo policy from Bank of Japan, so the deposit rate remains unchanged at -0.1%, and they continue to maintain that they will boost the monetary base by 80 trillion yen per annum. It was largely expected that Bank of Japan will remain on hold after they surprised the markets in January when they cut the rates into negative territory. So I guess they're going to wait for some time to evaluate the impact of that move in Jan. So this one has been status quo, but this is something that the street was anticipating. As of now, Lata, we still haven't got a rate from the bond markets, so it's still showing yesterday's rate. Yep. But let's get in a few more trading ideas. In the meanwhile, let's get in some strategies from our Super 6 segment.
I have a buy call on SRF. SRF has reflected near-term strength by giving a high volume recovery. The mechanical indicators on the intraday charts have turned positive, have signaled a buy. The stock is also sustaining with a 55-day moving average, indicating its intention to appreciate further from here. One can buy SRF at its closing of around 1198, stop loss of 1190 and a target of 1214.
First stock in buy today is going to be Tata Motors. We can see that Tata Motors has been outperforming since the first week of February. When Nifty went down and touched the low of 6825, Tata Motors managed to form a higher low that itself showed some outperformance. One can create long positions at current market price, keeping a stop loss of 345 on downside, and the target that is expected is around 388, 390 levels on upside.
My first recommendation today is buy on Exide Industries. The stock has been trading in a range for last few days, but all this while it's been forming good amount of longs. Short covering was seen followed by fresh longs, and that's a very positive sign for the stock. I recommend going long for target of 140, keeping the stop loss at 134.5.
I have a buy call on Hexaware. Hexaware has reflected near-term trend by sustaining over the 13-day moving average. The mechanical indicators on the intraday charts have turned positive, have signaled a buy. The stock has entered an intraday uptrend, indicating its intention to appreciate further from here. One can buy Hexaware at its closing of around 261, stop loss of 258 and a target of 267.
Next stock on the buy side is going to be Bajaj Finance. This stock has given a pattern breakout of triangle just in the previous session, and the target as per this pattern breakout comes to around 6,800 on upside. So there is a possibility the prices can again rush back on the positive side. One can buy Bajaj Finance keeping a stop loss of 6,300, and the target expected is at 6,800 levels.
My second recommendation today is sell on IndusInd Bank. A lot of long positions were seen getting built, a lot of price action was also seen on charts, but having said that, there was a small, rather false breakout about 920, 925 kind of levels, which a lot of participants thought it will be held on to. Unfortunately, that has not happened. I would recommend going short in the stock when you can have a stop loss at 935 and play for targets of 885.
Okay, so that's about a 40-50 strategies for you to work with. Let's get a word in on the bond markets as well. 7.57 is where the yield has opened. Vivek Rajpal, the rate strategist at Nomura India, is joining us on the line from Singapore. Vivek, this is it. It was a very good inflation number. One would have expected a little more. Looks like the market is still pricing in only one rate cut of 25.